Sean, welcome to Bangkok.
Thank you.
Yeah, not your first time, I heard.
No, I paid visit to Bangkok quite frequently during my childhood, maybe 4 times already.
Oh yeah? You're from Beijing?
Yeah.
Yeah. But you come across, as Thai as well. You could be Thai, walking on the street.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, why did you decide to join ASD? Is this your first time attending ASD?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
The reason why I'm here it is because I've been selected by IF in CCDF Taipei. Yeah, he gave an award to me. Another project from China because it's a Chinese pitch forum, all Chinese project. And he selected 2, including mine and another directors. And so that's why we're here to pitch.
So you're one of the 2 teams from China?
Yes.
To pitch here at the ASD?
Yeah, and there's also other one, but 2 of us are more independent production project. Yeah.
You're the director?
Yeah, I'm the director.
Tell us a bit about your project.
Yes, it's about a group of Greek Chinese volunteer led by an Iron Lady in the Greek Chinese community. Organize a volunteer team to help Syrian, Iraqi or Afghan refugees in Greece. Yes, it's a story about her, how she can try very hard to persuade all the very business-minded Chinese to help the people from totally another race, and how her own problem with her Greek husband or daughter and her teammates. Yeah.
So what inspired you to direct this piece?
Because I have family live in Athens, so I have already had access into this community because it's very close to the outside, and it's almost impossible for outsider, even Chinese, directly go inside and ask if I can film something. So I have a unique access for this project.
I see. And what would be the message from this documentary piece that you're doing? What's the title to begin with?
The name is Suzanne, the Lady of Harbor. Yes, and it's a story of herself. It's a very personal story, but also it has different layers. The very first layer is her story about her background, how she have the repay of her past by saving others' life. But the second layer is also about how Chinese get involved in the very mainstream social issues in Europe, which is very rare in the past. And that's a very big step in the history for the Chinese immigrant community.
And well, as a director, why did you choose to make it as a documentary as opposed to, it could be other forms of medium?
Because it's a very emerging story, because the big background is the refugee crisis, as everybody know. It's a very emerging thing, and because
global issues.
Yes, and also I made very interesting character with very strong personality, which are very proper to be filmed. And also, I made documentary, but also fiction. But this one, I think documentary is the very best way to tell the story. Yes.
So, what's the impression so far being here at the ASD, Asian side of the door? Is this the first time attending ASD?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. How is it so far for you, day 3?
It's great. It's in a beautiful hall in a city which I have strong memory in childhood. Yes. And
it has changed a lot.
You mean
Bangkok?
Bangkok.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. As I am.
Yeah, of course.
Yes. So to be here is very honored and meet interesting people. Not only find cooperation opportunities, but talk with people from different countries, especially from the Southeast Asia, could let me gain a lot of information.
Yeah. Have you been able to, make some deals or get some funding for the project, or?
Yes, there are some very important people for this project for me, like the people from Arte, people from. Also, I met some Greek old friends and some, from other important people from Australia, Singapore. Yes, but I will have one-to-one meeting tomorrow, this afternoon. So maybe we will talk more.
So, as a director, as an Asian director, what would be the message to your, fellow colleagues or people working in this industry in this region?
Actually, my story is already a very strong, have a very strong point of view from an Asian perspective, because it's about how a group of Asian people in a European big background to help other Asian people. So this is, I want to express a very strong voice from an Asian perspective, because traditionally, most of the story about charity is about how European or American help Asian or Africa. But I want to try to do some challenge thing, really.
Coming from Asian.
Yeah.
And showcase some Asian perspective as well, right?
Yes, of course.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank
Sean.
you.
Wish you all the best. When are we going to see it?
Sorry?
When are we going to see it? Is it
next year?
next year?
Yes.
Yeah.
End of winter of next year, I think.
Yeah. Have you found the broadcaster already?
Not we just start our process to find fund, and everything seems optimistic because I have a very good producer. Yes, perhaps the best international connected one living outside of China for creative documentary. So I'm very lucky to everything seems positive.
Will it be shown in China too?
Yes, of course, because it's from a very Chinese perspective, and the overseas Chinese community's story should be known by Chinese living mainland, because not only European or American, Chinese live in the mainland of China don't know anything about like Greek Chinese community or such group of people. So it's a story untold before, and like to expose it. Yes.
Well, great. Thank you so much, Sean.
Thank you.
Thank you.